Hello, it's Erika here from Eclectic Enchantments, and today I'm going to be starting off on a new series all about crochet. I'm going to show you the basics because I've been doing a lot of crochet lately and really wanted to share it with you. So to get started, you're going to need a few tools. This is my crochet pocket, envelope, whatever you want to call it. I made this myself out of an old skirt and a towel, so just sewing it together, and inside I have all of my different crochet sticks, hooks even. These ones are aluminium and they're all different sizes. This one here is a 2mm hook, so it's really thin, and then I've got as well a 10mm hook and all the different sizes in between. I generally keep all of my hooks in my little roll, but I've also got a caddy that's got a few extra bits and pieces in. Now obviously the crochet hook is going to be the main tool that you're going to need, and you can see that there's so many different types of crochet hooks out there, and it's really down to personal choice as to which one you'd like to use. I like the aluminium ones. They're really comfortable, and I like the fact that they're bright colours as well, and they're lightweight, and when you're using them the wool doesn't snag up against it or anything like that. It doesn't make any horrible noises, because sometimes it can really, like fingers on a blackboard, can really make a horrible noise. So these are the ones that I'm using currently. So I've got lots of different projects on the go, so I'll take my hooks out. Now this little caddy has also got lots of other bits and pieces in, which can be used for crochet and also for knitting. These little fellas are stoppers. If you're knitting, or even if you're crocheting and because some where it's quite similar to knitting, you can put these on and it'll stop your stitches from coming off the end. Also protect from any pokes and stabs. I've got these little clips which are helpful to hold sections in place if you're sewing bits together. We've got some stitch markers. There's some different types of stitch markers here. You can use just these ones which you slip on through the stitch, or there are these kind which actually clip on like a safety pin. It's really again down to personal preference. You can put charms on them, you can get ones that have already got charms on them, metal ones, plastic ones, it's entirely up to you. Okay. Now another important piece of kit that you're going to need if you want to do crocheting is some scissors or snippers. I've got some snippers. They're really easy for me to use, nice and sharp, and I suppose they're a bit like garden pruners. What are they called? I can't think what they're called, but like those anyway. That's them. I've got a tape measure, and then I've also got a few other bits and pieces for doing different kinds of stitches and keeping. These are big stitch markers which are mostly for knitting, or if you're doing cable stitches, that can be really good. We've got some other ones, needles, another crochet hook, and there's even one that is like a knitting machine. I don't know if you've ever used a knitting machine before. It's got a little, see there, it's got a little latch, so you can go in, and as you go in it pulls it back. Hook that onto the yarn, that goes back over as you come out, so it secures the stitch on and it stops it from falling off. Now I also have recently discovered a different type of crochet. I've got obviously knitting needles as well, because I do knitting. I've got another one of these that's got lots and lots of knitting needles in, But there's another type of crochet which is quite similar to knitting, and it's called Tunisian crochet, and for that you need special crochet hooks. These are my bamboo ones and I love them. I really do like them. So I've got a collection with all different sizes, much like the standard crochet hooks. If I pull one of these out, I can show you how they work. The initial part is the hook, which is exactly the same as a normal crochet hook. This one is an 8mm. It's got the groove so that you can hold it easy, it's more ergonomic, and it's got the hook. And it's got quite a deep hook on all of these, which I quite like as well. It really smooth, doesn't tend to snag on the wall. There's one or two with the bamboo that have, but not too many. But there's a difference to this one because, as you can see there, maybe if I bring that down you'll be able to, there you go. There's some tubing stuck to the end of the crochet hook, and it's rather long, and it goes all the way to here where there is a bamboo bead, and it's secured so it doesn't come off. The reason for this is that with Tunisian crochet you work the stitches slightly different, and you actually end up with a row of stitches on the tubing for half of a stitch, and then you remove them for the second half of the stitch. I'll do a tutorial on Tunisian crochet, the basic stitches and the more complicated ones to show you as well. Now that is the basic piece of kit. I can show you a couple of bits in use. I'm currently making a wrap for my mum, and as you can see here I've got my Tunisian hook, and I've been basically the waffle shape, the square gridded shape, that is the Tunisian crochet, and then I've combined it with a shell stitch here. And you can see where I've got my stitch markers in. I left this one in by mistake. It actually isn't needed to be in, but it just unhooks just like a safety pin, and you just, if I wanted to take this out I could just hook that on, do it up, and it would make sure that no matter what my stitch would not get lost. And that's about it really. What I will do is some basic tutorials on all the different types of stitches that I know, starting from the very beginning and working our way up into more difficult ones, and I'll try and find some patterns and things as well, devise some patterns for us to do together. Thank you for watching. I hope this has been helpful in giving you an idea of the kind of things that you're going to need if you want to do crochet. Remember, all you need is one crochet hook and you're away. You don't need all the extra fancy stuff. I've just got it because it makes life easier for me. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye.